All right. What's up, guys? Andre here from Bifuteki, and today I wanted to talk about, something that we've been talking about in social media quite a lot. Arturo basically brought up a very good point, and it's something I've been singing for years. Um, for the past couple of years, myself, along with many others at the FGC, basically pack up all our gear, no matter what it is. We will go to whatever event, stream that event, and a lot of times, yes, it is a bit strenuous on us because a lot of times we're dealing with limited bandwidth, limited resources, and things like that to make sure that the content gets posted to YouTube in time. And we've all become a victim of stream piracy, which is basically exactly what it is. It's when someone decides that they're gonna basically take somebody else's footage and basically just throw it up there. I'm right now just trying to fix what the hell is going on here. But I wanted to talk briefly about this particular incident that's been going on and it's running rampant. Now, as someone who does travel and covers many events, this has happened to me at several occasions. Um, Most recently, pretty much final round, Evo last year, Winter Brawl this year, you name it, I've pretty much had to have dealt with pretty much the copyright issues and things like that. It's pretty much to a point where I call Monday Copyright Mondays because whether I'm on a plane coming back or I'm sitting here at my desk, which is what I'm doing right now, um, I'm filling out copyright claims on events that I've done previously, whether it be what I just did this past weekend or what I've done months ago. And it's gotten to the point where YouTube kind of sometimes favors the person who's actually stealing your stuff because if the content isn't up on YouTube first, it's basically like first come, first serve, or whoever posted it first basically gets dibs. And to be honest with you, this is something that I don't like. I feel that this is pretty much fucked up that if that's the case, but it's something that's been running rampant. And a few years ago, I basically came up with a idea. Um, basically a pretty quick solution that has worked for me 100% of the time. I came up with this idea after final round 2 years ago. This was the final round that everyone talks about, final round 19. Um, I was working for Namco streaming Tekken, and at the time, Namco would allow me to actually have the footage and things like that because it was a great way for me to collect residuals for you know all the other things that I've done and whatnot. So it was just we have a deal in place, and that's basically how it went. I would upload the content and things like that once I landed. Now, given the fact that at this particular final round I ended up leaving late Monday, I didn't get back home till like Monday night 9 p.m. Upon getting home, I uploaded my content, and the very next day, as soon as I made my stuff public, Tuesday morning, I made everything public. I get a copyright strike, and I'm sitting here, and I'm like, "Yo, why am I getting a strike?" I was like, "Maybe it's just Namco, because Namco has something that's automatic. It's automated. It just does it automatically." And I looked, and I was like, "It's not even Namco. It's somebody else who sat at home, uploaded my content, and issued me a strike. Someone who streamed it. I'm the one who streamed it. I'm the one who has legal rights to it. So I basically explained to YouTube that, you know, this isn't how it should be. And YouTube basically heard me out. They looked at the footage. They saw the footage. I had the footage on my server. And they're like, oh, okay, so then I guess you're the rightful owner. And things like that, because I was able to prove everything as well as have like emails from Namco reps to basically defend my claim that yes, this is my footage. So they reversed it, and they ended up taking out his channel for falsely striking my content. um and this is something that happens a lot too. A lot of times people will do false claims and things like that. So be careful of that. To all you other content creators who might be watching this and things like that. But when it comes down to these excuses that some people use for the reasons why, I've pretty much seen them all. I've seen people use the excuse of, oh, you take too long to upload content and things like that. And I've heard this numerous times. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, there's no way that you can sit here and say that I take too long when I stream to YouTube and I chop the matches up as they happen and I make them public. So the matches are on YouTube the instant it's over. And I've been doing this for 2 years. So anytime someone comes and says Bifuteki doesn't upload content fast enough, I'm gonna call you a bull-faced liar, flat out, just flat out. I've been doing this method for since 2016, April. Yeah, April 2016 is when I started doing this. It is now May of 2018, so it's been a full 2 years. I've come up with a method that's basically flawless. I'm willing to share this method and share this tech, as they might say in the FGC community, of how you guys can actually capitalize on earning your residuals as well as keeping the content thieves from pirating our streams and capitalizing on making ends on it. I will sit here and I'll be honest with you. If I did not implement this, I can guarantee you I made probably a good amount off of some of these matches and things like that just because I was able to put them up instantly. Imagine if I didn't. Like that's residuals I wouldn't have been able to get. I wouldn't be able to go out and buy a freaking ATEM television studio. I wouldn't have been able to go buy the 2 new cameras that I have. I wouldn't be able to go get these headsets and things like that. And these are the ways that we get our ends, get our money to actually upgrade some of the things that we do on stream. So to all you content creators out there and things like that, especially in the FGC, keep fighting that fight. Whatever it takes. If you guys need to know exactly what it is that I do, hit me up. I can share the info with you. Just hit me up. It's the most easiest thing you can ever do. Like when I sit here and I say it's not that difficult. And the thing is, like, a lot of us are working with less. There's times where I'm at a tournament by myself and I do this shit by myself. You guys, most of you guys have people helping you and things like that. All you have to do is be like, yo, do you mind doing this? Do you mind like creating the matches and things like that? You could streamline it and things like that. There's so many different things you can do. But at this point right now, I've been fed up years ago and I've tried this method before and things like this, and it's worked event after event after event after event. Every event I've been able to actually have my content up with it, like at final round, I had got it down to at least 2 minutes after the freaking match was done. Wait, in fact, sorry, because I delayed it 4 minutes, I was actually able to have the match up the instant you guys saw it over. So that's just a little bit of what could possibly happen. Like basically we'll start delaying the stream so that this way we can chop up the matches so that this way you get to see them like that. The simple fact that you're able to see it should be enough. This entitlement that viewers have that, oh, we demand that you put things up and this, that, and the other, it's totally on them. If you want to watch the match, guess what? It's available on Twitch. Just go watch it on Twitch. Stop going to these people. Stop. And that, I think, is the number one issue, is that people still support the people who steal our content and post it up. Because you can't sit here and say that, oh, I saw this on Bifuteki, but here it is. I'm on Nagami KOF's channel, and I'm watching all of Bifuteki's videos. And it says, oh, thanks, Bifuteki. Like, call these motherfuckers out. Like, if you see someone posting up somebody else's shit, call them out, period. Call them out. And don't be selective. A lot of you guys are, like, real selective. Like, there'll be people out there streaming other people's stuff. Like, they'll stream somebody else's tournament while it's going on. Like, I remember me and Funky P were talking, and there's, like, some dudes in Russia and things like that that will take our stream, restream it to YouTube, and then basically try and put a claim on it against us, saying that they're the ones who streamed it. And I'm like, motherfucker, like, who the fuck are you to sit here and say that you streamed it? You didn't stream it. But either way, I'm fed up. I know Arturo's fed up, especially after learning now that Lapchi actually gave him permission. I know he's upset, but at the same time, I'm like, that's Lapchi for you. Lapchi tends to he hits the ball a little bit too much, and he forgets a lot, and that's not good. But that's not a diss or anything like that. It's just he he tends to forget things. So in the end, it should not come to the TO. Like if you plain and simple, if you hire someone to come and handle your video production of your tournament, let that stick with them. If they feel it's okay for someone else to basically take the content and put it on their YouTube, that should be up to the person who's coming to handle that. Because the one thing that you don't seem to realize is that most TOs don't seem to realize that, especially most TOs don't seem to realize that they're not paying enough to make a decision like that and tell someone that's doing their video production, hey, I'm paying you, but I'm allowing this person who's just sitting at home to take all your work and post it on their YouTube so they can capitalize on it and monetize it and make whatever money that they want. Because at the end of the day, you're fucking over the person that you're working with. You're creating a bad relationship with the person you're working with. So in the end, let that decision be made by Arturo, Spooky, myself, Paul, Kalisto, fucking John, everybody, Vince, all the people who you would potentially hire. Let them make that decision. That's not a decision for you to make. Let the people who are the ones that's sitting up hours making the graphics, that's sitting there making every single thing work the way that they needed to work in order for your stream and your event to look better. Let them be the ones to decide, not you. Because at the end of the day, the people who stay at home are watching that person. Okay? Plain and simple. They're watching that person, that troupe, that team, that ensemble, that whatever you want to fucking call it. They're watching them, and most likely somebody within that group created that whole thing for everyone to watch. Let them eat off of it. Because we know damn well most TOs ain't paying enough. Okay? And again, I'm not going to sit here and say no names about who's paying, who's not, who's lowballing, who's doing this, who's doing that. Everyone pays whatever they can afford. At the end of the day, that's the way it should be. I understand, yes, it's your event, and yes, you're allowing me to come stream it. But given the fact that you're not paying this amount, you're not paying this amount. If you're not paying this amount, then you shouldn't be saying, hey, you know, all this content that you have here that you're making for me, like, or that you're making, like, that's still mine. Like, if that's still mine, you have to pay me more. Period. Period. Okay, I've gotten to the point now where I've done work for, like, plenty of other places. Tribeca Film Festival, Sony Music, Sony Games, fucking, I can go on. Oxygen Television, Facebook, MTV, VH1, fucking all these damn people I've worked for. Over the past 5 months, I've worked with all of these people. And they all will say the same thing. I've sat with YouTube numerous times. They said the same thing. If you hire a production company, guess what? You're basically handing over the entire production of that to them. If they want a copy of something, they can ask for it. They can ask for a copy of it. But in the end, it belongs to whoever it is that's doing the work. That's it. So with that being said, fuck all you content thieves. Fuck all of y'all who DM me. Still to this day, I still have a stalker here in New York. To this day, this motherfucker sits here and he pays attention to all the tweets that I say. And then when I say something that remotely feels like that he feels like I'm talking about him, he starts going on a tirade. Fuck you, all right? Um, support your support your FGC streamers, Team Spooky, NYC Furby, Level Up, Funky P, BG Callisto, all these guys. Please support them. Go check out their channels. Oh, Panda, how can I forget Panda? Panda X Gaming. Panda X Gaming slash is notorious for going for people with copyright strikes, and I pretty much understood what he was going through, and I basically go at it 100 times harder than he does. But like check those guys out. Make sure that you follow them and things like that. Because if you have the time to sit and look at the schedule that Ace of Kings Suit makes, a lot of times our YouTube is somewhat similar to what our Twitter is or what our Twitch is. And in that schedule, you'll always see the Twitch channel. You'll go to that Twitch channel. Below the channel, you'll normally see, hey, check out our YouTubes. You can find all archives there. And I've checked this on most of the people's channels. I know Level Up has it. I know BG Callisto has it. I know Funky P has it, because Funky P's other name is Suki Jones, which I find amazing for someone that's Asian to be calling himself Suki Jones. But that's neither here nor there. All of these guys have a location and a place that you can actually go and see it. So please, just go to their channels, hit the subscribe button. Panic, same thing. Just go to their channels, hit the subscribe button. It's just there. And if you are a streamer who streams FGC stuff and you're trying to be up and coming and things like that, please let people know. Make a slide. Let people know, hey, all archives will be uploaded. Like, let them know, like, all archives from this event will be uploaded here. Be sure to tune in here for all the archives. Let people know. Discourage people from using your shit and make money off of your shit. Period. This has gone on too long. Period. You want to know my technique? At Bifuteki on Twitter. That's all you got to do. Hit me up on Twitter. You can hit me on a DM. DMs are always open. Hit me up. All right? With that being said, I'm going to say peace out to you guys. And till next time.